It's the Bethoney Builders Podcast, featuring the Bethoney Builders crew, Chris Bethoney, Steve Burton, Christian Fourier, and Sophia Bethoney. Got questions? Text us at 781-837-4900. Now, here's your host, Sophia Bethoney.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bethoney Builders Podcast. I'm your host, Sophia Bethoney, and I'm joined by WBZ Sports Director, Steve Burton.
Hey, Sophia.
Hey, Steve, how are you doing?
Good. Did you get dumped on like we all did here in New England?
Oh, I did. I was shoveling out there today. Steve, how are you preparing for the blizzard?
Well, let me tell you something. I got a bunch of shovels. I also got people that can plow out a driveway in a hurry. So I'm thankful for that because we had to get to work, and it's busy time of year. And I was here for long before you were born. I was here for the blizzard of '78, Sophia.
Were you really?
That was the mark. That was the mark that left New England at a standstill. And boy, we got dumped on the other day as well. So we're just trying to make ends meet. Still shoveling out, but we're all hanging in there.
Would you say that was the worst snowstorm that you've seen, or this one tops it?
78 was the worst I'd seen, but I was a little kid back then. So everything appeared bigger. But I remember, we didn't have, cell phones or anything like that. Communication was a little bit different. But I just remember seeing on TV so many cars abandoned on the side of the road. People were stuck for 3 days in their cars. Really? Look who's walking in. Look who's walking in. Yeah, but if you go back to that time, it was a crazy time.
I believe it.
And that marked the Chris, good to see you. We're talking about the blizzard of '78.
I wore my hat in honor of the blizzard of '78. Check this out.
I see that. Joining us now is my dad and our principal builder, Chris Bethoney.
Buddy, I'm
coming in late, but he's here.
I was shoveling.
That's true. You were shoveling. How was your shoveling experience earlier?
Shoveling some snow. You like my ski hat?
Yeah,
I do like it.
Enough.
Did you really pick up a shovel?
I did. I picked up a shovel. I'm over here trying to. I don't know. I'll tell you. I'm trying to get reset.
Who'd you hand your shovel to when you picked it up?
Everybody. I'd like to introduce. That's our, of course, our Bethoney Builders team member, crew member, Steve Burton, and I'm Chris Bethoney. Really trying to keep it together over here. I got my ski hat on. I just laid the shovel down. My microphone is disheveled. Everything's shoveling, Steve Burton.
Yeah, I was talking about the blizzard of '78 back in the day, before Sophia was born, and she asked me to compare this one to that one, and I still think that one outweighs everything, but I was a lot smaller back then, so everything appeared, the snowbanks appeared bigger, everything appeared bigger.
Well, exactly, Steve, and I think obviously technology and global tracking and all of those factors have now made it so we're much better prepared. Shout out to Eric, of course, and the whole WBZ CBS meteorologist team. They kept us informed, Steve, so we were better prepared for what was coming. But this was surely this was quite a storm, huh, guys?
It sure was.
Hey, Sophia, you're at Duxbury High School. When do they go back to school, or have they gone back to school?
I have no idea because school's been canceled for 3 days. But the thing is that we were on break for a week. So it's almost like an extended break,
Right.
So it's been nice, but hopefully we'll be back to school on Thursday. I don't know if that'll be the case. I know for sure that school is canceled tomorrow, but we'll see.
So school is canceled tomorrow, huh? Do you guys have you guys got power down there?
Yes, on this particular storm, Steve, we made out much better than usual. Power usually where we were located, it is overhead with power lines, and that down here usually disconnects pretty early where we're located. But I got to tell you, I'm absolutely amazed that we didn't lose power in this storm. We're usually one of the first locations to go here in Duxbury, and past, I think, a flicker of power outage, Steve. We were fortunate, unlike many other people, but we got a pass on this one.
Yeah,
We're usually the first house to lose power.
Yeah, I hear you. A lot of people lost power on the Cape.
Wow.
A lot of trees are down.
Did you lose power?
We did. We did down the Cape. We did.
Okay.
And Newton, I did not. So
you did not, Stephen. I know your time was split, if I'm correct, right? You were
correct.
up in the Newton area, having to keep people informed of things that were going on. I know it's all hands on deck over at WBZ CBS Boston. You all do what you can to help out, especially when you get such an event like this. It's unbelievable. Big G's actually, guys, on a plane just arriving in Atlanta, Georgia, and they were delayed getting out of Logan 5 times today due to weather.
Wow.
5 times?
Yes. So he's actually contacted me on the plane, and he might be joining us at some point in time. But
you know what's nice in times like these, Sophia, is the spirit of giving comes out. The spirit of helping comes out. I see neighbors helping neighbors shovel their way out, helping people out. It's fun to watch that happen. Because you want to be able to help your neighbor.
I was actually going to bring that up, that sense of community.
Exactly.
Like you said, in times of crisis. It's amazing.
I saw something I never saw before. Well, at least Steve had referenced the blizzard of 78. I was a younger person. I remember in Weymouth, down in the Weymouth Landing area, we had Capital Supermarket. And I remember everybody was, pulling sleds and just everybody neighbor helping neighbor in any way that they could.
Right.
If anything good can come out of this, I noticed something on a lot of social media sites, at least here in Duxbury and some surrounding towns. Neighborhoods were getting together with their snow plows and actually plowing, getting in a line and plowing their access streets to their neighborhoods with handheld snow plows. Everybody, it's all hands on deck. They realize the municipalities are out giving it everything they have. But this storm is so extreme. Steve, didn't know if you were aware, or Sophia was, that in fact, the town of Duxbury requested the National Guard to come in and assist with
right?
Yeah,
Wow.
they did. Yes. So
Wow.
that's how hard we got hit here, Steve. But we've been blessed. The one thing we have is Mom Alina Bethany. She's right out there, Steve. We try to reel her in, but there's a bunch of social media. Alina's out there digging. Steve, she's on the deck and the snow is past her shoulders, and it's probably approaching almost 5 feet high, and there's Alina battling away, shoveling to make sure we had access. So, and now the next question comes up. Go ahead, everybody, give it to me.
Yeah. Were you
out there? Go ahead, Steve. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I need to know. Did you, be honest.
Everybody
Did you
go ahead.
out on the deck?
Go ahead.
Did you go out on the deck and help her shovel?
See, again, everybody.
No,
we all know,
it's a yes or no question.
I'm going to get to that, but we all know that
He's
Steve
gonna
Burton,
get to
of
that.
course, is our Boston sports. He brings it better than everybody. And the bottom line is, what I did, folks, is I took the softball and I underhanded it to Steve Burton, knowing that he would rear back and he would hit that line drive right back at me. But to answer your question, Steve, in fact, not only did I go out with a shovel and participate to get the homestead squared away, I made sure I brought Sophia as a witness.
Listen, that is true. I saw my mom yesterday. Shout out to Lena Bethany. She was powering through the snow yesterday. But today I did see my dad pick up a shovel. I was a witness.
That's correct, Steve. Now, Steve, don't get me wrong. Shout out, and if he's listening right now, to Tyler, that in the warm weather runs his fishing charter. And we will mention that later in the show. But I have him on speed dial, and I shoveled, paying attention. I did what I could do. But then, Steve, I got to admit, I hit that cell phone and said, you don't mind if you swing through there with that beautiful Chevrolet truck that you have. Shout out, Chevy. And with that plow in the front, and just keep pushing snow till you can't see anymore.
Yeah. You know what? If you give out the telephone number too, I want to hear snow stories tonight.
Oh, I'm loving that,
I want
Steve.
to hear who's got snow stories. I mean, if you can give out the number, Chris.
Here we go.
I would love to hear some snow
The
stories.
telephone number at WATD 95.9. You call in at 781-837-4900. You're going to reach the best in the business. We call him Rockstar Larry, our lead engineer. You'll get him on the phone, and if you got a quick story that you want to tell. Steve, we're trying to keep this, we were thinking about tonight, we had planned an expert from the Trex Decking Corporation coming to speak upon that, but obviously due to the storm conditions, we said, everybody needs a break.
Right.
Everybody's been kind of cooped up in their home. The last thing we wanted to do, decks aren't on the forefront tonight. So what we said is, let's make it a fun show. Like you just said, Steve, let people call in. Maybe it's good stories about neighbors helping neighbors, doing what they can. Anything positive you can bring forth. Everybody needs a little break. We've been cooped up, and we were going to run.
Not only that, Chris, advice, for those families that that may be in trouble, or those families that are stuck inside and clearing vents, Chris. I mean, you know about this, especially when it comes to carbon monoxide.
So Steve, for sure, did you see that I had shared a post with, again, it's only my professional opinion. You got to work with your experts, but mine was about, please be aware of these exhaust vents for your heating system, both in the attic and in the basement, if that's where they're located, and or power vents on propane or gas fireplaces. You need to make sure that those vents will clear of snow. Now, due to the amount of snow we have, and again, those vents are usually set at a certain height, but these weren't normal conditions, these snow totals. So we did put that out there. ATD was great to share it. I actually went live on the air yesterday morning on WATD to continue to get that message out there. People grabbed it on social media, were sharing it. Again, that's just my professional opinion. You want to get out. I think Steve actually, if I'm not aware, but I think you even said BZ might have been aware of that and put that word out, because it's a great universal word and it's accurate. Steve, you getting any snowball issues? Anybody throwing any snow out there?
Nobody was throwing. Back in the day, Chris, we used to have huge snowball fights. I mean, whether we were in college or little kids as well. Oh, we got in big fights, the big snowball fight. And it was fun. It was fun. So
it was a lot of fun.
I don't see a lot of kids throwing snowballs anymore.
Steve, what about
not really these days?
Sledding. Sophia, you sledding these days?
Not really.
Golf courses, I hear, are big place.
Unfortunately, with the evolution of technology and social media, I think a lot of kids would prefer to be on their phones these days. But with power outages, it gives a great excuse to go out and have some fun in the snow.
Let's get out there, put all the warm clothes on. Let's do some sledding. I know the golf courses sometimes, some allow that to happen. I know some of the local golf courses. But hey, you know what, Steve? You had mentioned some helpful tips. We got one of our experts, Connor Hegney from Hegney Auto Detailing. And this is interesting, right? Because many of us have cars that aren't parked in covered garages. And, it's one thing, the snow comes, you got to get the snow off.
Right.
Then it turns to ice. And then you say, well, how do I get it off my car? As well as I don't want to damage the surface on my car, as well as once this weather clears out, what's the best way to, do we just run it through a car wash or detail it? So we got Connor Hegney on the line. He's going to get this squared away for us. Larry, can you bring Connor in?
There's lots I can do. I can get a phone call to work, but I can't get a generator to work. How about that?
Well, yeah, and you've just worked hours and hours, and your whole team at WATD. Shout out to you guys. I know you had both generators go down. Steve, actually, the transmission lines for broadcasting are compromised until tonight. Hopefully that gets resolved, but that's all right. We're live on 95.9 WATD.com. We're also live on YouTube and Facebook. We have plenty of listeners, so we're good to go.
So does that mean?
I guess that means that we're going to do we get Connor or
we got Connor? We got Connor.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Connor of Hegney Auto Detailing.
Hey, Connor, how are you?
Doing great. Thank you for having me on the show.
Of course. Connor, do you have some tips for our listeners on what to do during the snowstorm to help with their cars?
Yeah, of course. So there's a lot of myths out there. There's a lot of people who don't know the right information. So I'm here to tell you guys the best tips and things to do and prepare your car for the snowstorm. So this is the biggest snowstorm since 1978. Crazy storm. So big tips. A lot of people are scratching their car's paint with what they're doing, improper techniques. So what I have here today is here to help you guys protect your car's paint, not scratch it up, and how to keep it shiny and keep it looking brand new. So first thing is the brand Snow Joe. They make a great snow foam broom. Once again, Snow Joe, it's a snow foam broom. It's not going to scratch your car's paint. What it's going to do is it's going to drag the snow right off the paint, not scratch it or anything. Most people are using these like snow brushes, and they're advertised as a scratch-free technique to quickly get the ice and get the snow off the paint. But in the end, it's dulling your car's paint, it's scratching it up, and it's honestly making us detailers more money because you guys are scratching your car's paint. So, the big thing here is to not scratch the paint by using a foam brush. Also, hopefully there is a ice scraper on the other side of it to use against the windshield. That way, when you're driving, ice isn't building up. Also, another big thing is do not use hot water on the windshield. That's going to crack it and won't be a good scenario there. Also,
hey, Connor, I want to stop you right there
wipers.
for 1 second, Connor, if I can, because you
Sure.
bring up an excellent point. And one of the things that I learned, which I did not know, is that hot water freezes faster than cold water.
Mm-hmm.
That is true, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I did not know that. So it's amazing, but right, that can do a number on your windshield. And people think,
Exactly, yeah.
People think if they
Put a
pour
big
hot
crack
water
right through
on,
it.
people think if they pour hot water on, the ice will melt. And actually it freezes faster.
Yeah. So when I first started detailing my first winter, I tried washing a car with hot water, and the whole thing turned into basically a hockey rink. It was a sheet of ice.
Oh
Wow.
no.
It's unreal. That was
Incredible.
about 4 years ago.
So Connor,
We learn from our mistakes, and we keep going.
I'm going to put you on the hook here a little bit in a great way. And you know how we are at the Bethany Builders, even with our team members, everybody, you put in the work, you get compensated. We're very strict about that in a good way. We want our team members to work hard and earn good wage and contribute to the team. But here's what I'm proposing. We did not get a chance due to weather conditions and our product delay, which has now come in for the Burton residents' major deck renovation down in Mashpee, Mass. We're going to be doing that. There's going to be involved with exciting commercials. It's just going to be off the hook down there. We have a lot of fun and recognizable friends and names in many different industries are going to participate. What I want to do is I want to propose to you when we do that, I want you to be part of what we're doing down there. And I think I want to have both Steve, Ginny Burton, Kayla Burton, Sophia Bethany. We're going to line up some cars for you down in Mashpee when we do that. And me personally, I'm going to be on the hook to compensate for that amazing service that Hegney Auto Detailing does. I want to get these guys' cars detailed on the other side of the storm. These are my podcast crew members. Shout out Christian Fourier, Big G. I want to line these guys' cars up. I want them to truly experience what Hegney Auto Detailing brings to the table. There's a reason that the Patriots and the Celtics and all these, high-profile athletes are hiring your services. We want to see you in action. I want to get a video on it. But more importantly, I want my podcast crew members to experience what their cars actually can look like on the other side of this poor weather. Why don't we do that in March? What do you think?
That's awesome. Would love to do it, especially when we're doing Burton's cars down in Mashpee. We can combine them on the same day we're doing Pritchard down in. He has a Cape House, and we usually go down there every month or so.
That's awesome.
There we
That'd
go.
be
The
great.
off season.
Mm-hmm. Now
Pete Pritch is tearing it up too. Celtics played it
Exactly.
up.
He's doing awesome.
Yeah,
Incredible.
he really
Playing
is,
great
man.
basketball.
That guy's worked hard and he is lighting it up. But Chris, I would love that idea. And Connor, you coming down? Yeah, that would be awesome. You have a place down there, we can open it up for you. And I know you do a lot of, these athletes, they hire you to take care of their cars. So that means they have total trust, because when you deal with these athletes, Chris, besides family, their cars are like so important to them.
Mm-hmm. And as you know,
Exactly.
Steve, with your hard work and mentioning our names and them giving us an opportunity, we have been fortunate to work for quite a bit of the athletes, both football and basketball, and now we're really excited though. Our number one project, or part of the first group of projects on the other side of this weather, is the Burton residence. Sophia, what are you thinking? We're going with, of course, Trex Decking, who's got behind us. Our guy, shout out Joe Mariano, our representative that serves all the lumber yards here in the South Coast. And again, he's a representative from Trex Corporation out of Virginia. So we're getting the best of the best, right? He's selling the lumber yards. He's on board. He's given us the green light. Trex Corporation, the headquarters out of Virginia, is so excited. Sophia, what do you think?
Oh yeah, let's do it. I'm so excited.
I mean, we have had this
The
project.
best of the best for the Burton residents.
Oh,
Trust me.
absolutely. And and the PVC company's on board, and now Connor's going to be out front. Hey, Steve, can I ask you a question? The neighbor across the street, who's an absolute amazing gentleman, but is he going to see? Is he going to be okay if we just line the streets with a few extra vehicles?
He's going to be just fine.
All right, we'll invite him over, right?
He's going to.
We'll throw his cars in there too.
Yeah,
everybody's part of the neighborhood. Yes, we include everybody as part of the family.
There we
So
go.
you're gonna have a line of cars ready for detailing. Get ready.
Connor, we want you to get
I might have
good
to hire
rest.
2 more guys.
Oh, you betcha.
Yeah.
And we need you to get some good rest the night before, Connor, because not for nothing, the podcast members, I mean, they're tough, Connor. I mean, turn around, you start shining and buffing, not for nothing. But like I say, I just, I know Sophia. She got that Jeep. She's pretty particular about that car.
I got that Jeep and it's ready for the nice spring weather. I can't wait for all the snow to melt so I can just go and drive my car
summer,
that's
are
just
you
been
gonna take the
freshly
doors off?
detailed.
Connor, everybody says that, but listen, that's Dad's girl. Those doors are staying exactly how
The
the
door's
factory.
staying on, but the top can come
How
off.
about the roof?
Oh, the roof
The
comes
roof,
off.
sure, that comes off.
I'll get the doors off that Wrangler just
There
like
we
mine.
You see, there's
Larry's determined.
again.
I got no working wipers right now. That's why I slept here last night, and then I drove home this morning, early afternoon, and road conditions are. When I got down to Plymouth, I was in 4-wheel drive for a good bit of it. They really got hit hard down there, and I drove out to Carver today. And when I got on the South Meadow Road, it was all snow. I felt like I was driving. I went in the car because the car has the all-wheel drive and the wipers work on it. I felt like I was driving on the beach.
You know what? Hey, guys, Connor, before I ask you for more tips, Larry, you bring up a good point. I want to do a shout out to all those workers out there, the snowplow guys, the police, the firemen.
all the first responders, Steve.
First responders that are coming out to help out people in trouble. Shout out, because those people should never, ever be overlooked.
No.
You cannot thank them enough.
No, they
They're out there in
did.
the cold. They're out there working. And,
They
it's
did
impressive.
a great job, Steve, in Marshfield, because when I was going to leave here to go down to the police station, we had a high tide coming in, so I was getting ready to leave here at 2:00 and go down to what they call the EOC, the Emergency Operations Center, and there's a new police station. I hadn't been in it, and I had just come into the parking lot at the radio station, so I said, I'm not going to have any problem getting out, and the next thing I know, the snow was up over the hood, and I was buried at the end of the driveway, and that's when the wipers froze.
Wow.
A guy came by with a front end loader and dug out the front of me, and Rob Hackler came out. We dug out one of the back wheels, and I got it out. That was the first fall that I had during the storm, and I couldn't drive it anymore because I said I can't wipe the windshield. So I called down to the police department, and they actually came and got me in a cruiser and took me to the transmitter, because that's about the time that the transmitter site went offline. And we brought in a drivable snowblower from the transfer station to clear a path. And before anybody says, why are the police doing this for you? Well, our transmitter site not only has WATD, but and the Talking Information Center on our subcarrier, but it also has some communications for the town, police and fire on our tower, and the mutual aid frequencies are on there. And then we have 2 cell carriers up there. All of us are having problems up there. So we dug a trench to get up into there. I dug out the propane tank to check the levels on it, and it's fine. And then we mushed down the snow so we could get to the generator. But then we brought in a jump box to try to jump the battery on it, but we couldn't get that thing started.
Unbelievable.
So, and the police, they had to leave, and they left me there. I said, well, I know the building's got no power, but it's still warm in there, so I'll be all right as we try to figure out what we're doing. And they came back and picked me up. I had to walk out to the road, and that was the second fall I had in the snowstorm.
Oh, jeez.
Now today, clearing my own house, a piece of ice came down off the roof, and if I was 1 inch back, I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
Wow.
Oh, my.
It hit me on the shoulder, and I said, did some kid throw a snowball at me? What was that?
Unbelievable.
It's the ice.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, that was the ice coming off that side
Larry,
of
you're
the
doing
house.
are you at this point in time, with very little rest, have you been on a
I slept on
24
the
to
floor. I slept on the
know.
floor of my office. Yeah,
I know.
I slept on the
24 to
floor. I was
48
up,
hour shift at
I
this
was
point?
up at not really. I was up at 6, and I got out of here because I can't do anything. I feel helpless. I'm not I'm not an engine mechanic. I don't know.
Understand.
And then we've got the generator guy up there, and he's like, I don't know. This doesn't make any sense. So we got another.
Do they have a
person on it.
gauge? Do they have a gauge
yeah.
right now, Steve? The actual, I believe, the tower itself and the transmission is somewhat. In fact, it's interrupted, and it just out of nowhere happened yesterday during the storm. Two power generators are down and compromised, and like Larry said, I believe you have critical communications that rely on your towers. And is this something that's only happened a few times over decades, Larry?
This is the longest in the years that I've been here. I had the station back on the air within an hour of one time of a problem. I had to put a new power supply in some part of the transmitter once. We just happened to have the part there. We had a microwave issue once.
Sure.
An
But
hour
nothing ever like this, Larry.
No, and here's the crazy thing: we never lost power fully at the studios. We never lost power here, and we have a natural gas generator here that does the entire building, the heat, air conditioning in the summer, all the computers. And then the backup transmitter in the middle of all this decided that I'm not working either.
Larry, could that be as simple as a mouse looking for warmth or cover?
It could have been at the transmitter because it's that, the both of these generators are in the elements. So I'm thinking that we might want to get peppermint, that peppermint stuff. There's some type of a peppermint thing that the rodents don't want to go near, mice don't want to go near. But these generators, every Tuesday they run a test cycle.
Incredible.
And they email us that everything's okay. And the propane tank has a device on it that calls the propane people. It has like a cell phone built into it, and it lets them know, we need to fill up. But when I dug down through the snow and got to the lid and looked at it, I said, this thing says it's...
Doesn't sound like that's
like
working
50,
out good, Larry. I know they're
know?
working on it now. Steve,
Yeah.
let me switch gears with you on something overall, and we're going to go touch base real quick, keep everybody on the line. The Patriots made a move. I'm sorry to see him go. Gibson. What's going on with that?
Antonio Gibson, they're going to make several moves. Not only Gibson, they released him, they let go of him. The big question is now, they got running backs, they got guys that they're going to have to bring in for free agency as well. But the big question is what they're going to do with Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs, his contract is going to jump up to $20 million, and the question is, are they going to pay him $20 million? And I don't see that happening. But they have.
I'm gonna throw something at you. Never to interrupt you, Steve. We keep hearing AJ Brown, for example. What type of price tag would he come for?
Oh, he's going to come with some money as well. But he and Vrabel have been together before, so they like each other. It's going to give Drake May a different target to throw to. The Patriots don't have. If Diggs is gone, the Patriots don't have a number one receiver. They don't have a real number one, and that's what they're going to need. Going forward. So Stephon Diggs, you have to watch out for this, but I don't see them. I could be wrong. Been wrong before, but that's a big jump from $6 million to $20 million.
Oh my, Steve. Oh my,
Yeah.
Steve. And is it
I
fair to
read
say?
85 catches.
I know, Steve. Is it fair to say with that type of money on the table, there's a lot of other talent in the NFL?
Oh yeah.
For an upcoming team like the Patriots, where they went, that will play for the New England Patriots. Happy to come here for potentially a lot less money.
Yes. Yeah. People now, because the Patriots are back on the map and Vrabel is doing what he's doing, they got a quarterback that other players want to come to New England with a chance to compete for a championship. So Patriots have a big offseason. They're down in the NFL Combine is underway down in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Yeah.
So the scouting team is down there now. Elliott Wolf and Vrabel and all these guys are down there, and they're speaking. They got to look for talent. And the problem this year is this. In the years past, last few years, the Patriots have picked, at the top of the draft of each round. This year, not so much. When you go to the Super Bowl, now you're at the bottom of the draft each round. So Patriots have 11 picks coming up. in the draft, but they're going to be picking later in the rounds. But so they got to look for talent, and they got to bring in the right people.
They got to keep their.
But Steve, if we do a look back over the past, say, 6 to 10 years of the teams that have went deep into the playoffs and/or the Super Bowl and/or won the Super Bowl, are they doing it with talent that's pulled from the draft, essentially, or at the end of the day, does it take a bona fide superstar receivers when you're talking about offense to get you there? I mean, I can't remember the last time, I'm thinking decades back when we had like Terry Glenn or somebody like that was a super high draft pick that just really came right out and got right after it. Doesn't it take, like we had, was it Williams that was a strong receiver for us? He had a catch and a run down the sideline that Sophia made him the play of the day. But after that, we didn't see that type of play for the continuation of the season. I don't think he was hurt or anything, Steve. What is it? Is it the length of the season when the players are 1, 2, 3 years in the league before they acclimate that it's a marathon, it's not a sprint?
Yeah, it is. And it's a 17-game season now. So it's even longer, right? But as good as Williams was, because he's one of the fastest guys on the team, he's your deep threat guy. He still has to come into his own. We haven't had a legit. I mean, think about this. You go back in time, Randy Moss was the legit receiver. You had to know where he was at all time. Julian Edelman, he developed into one. Gronk was Gronk. I mean, all by himself, but that's a tight end changing the game. You got guys that can change the game. And next year, believe it or not, they're going to try and develop Chisholm to become Edelman.
Okay.
And here's a guy that's as quick as a hiccup, but didn't play all that much. But when Julian got here, he didn't play all that much. Played a lot of special teams because Wes Welker was there. And all of a sudden, Julian developed under Wes Welker. So I was talking to Josh the other day. He was talking about, we're going to try and bring Chisholm along to be the slot guy. And because he can make some things happen. But they still need a deep threat guy. They need some help on the offensive line, and they need help all the way around.
Steve, Chris, I'm going to go at you, never to interrupt you, but this question is just, we need this question, and that's why we're so fortunate to have you, Steve. We need you to answer this because I can't figure it out. I followed the team all season. We all traveled together as the Bethany Builders podcast crew out to the Super Bowl. Yep. I was there to witness it firsthand. Please explain to me what happened. Please explain to me what happened.
I'm going to give you the
Was that a bad day, or were we just outmatched before we ever went onto the field?
Well, short version is this. Seattle was a better football team. Okay? We didn't give Seattle enough credit. Seattle is a dangerous football team. They played smart. They played well. They manhandled their offensive line, and Drake wasn't himself. Drake got shut up before the game, and when that happens, well, he just wasn't himself. His timing was off. His rhythm was off. And you add that to an offensive line. Defense stepped up, played very well for the Super Bowl.
I would agree.
Offense just couldn't get it together. And
so I need to understand. I'm coming along with you. I comprehend what you're saying, but I need a little more help. What percentage would you say was it that they were just a far superior team overall versus Drake May and others just had a bad day? Like, where is the split on that, Steve?
Oh boy, that's a great question. And I will say this. It's a combination of not having a good day on offense and Seattle was just better, just a better defense. So maybe 60-40.
60-40 being a better team?
Being a better team. But if the Patriots showed up at all, I
was going to say,
the defense
Steve
played well. It was a close. It was only 9. At one point it was like just 3 field goals.
Correct.
Seattle couldn't score. The Patriots defense in the first half kept holding them. Well, the offense couldn't get any first.
Well, when you're watching it live, somebody had dropped, and again, Christian. Shout out to Christian and his father-in-law's birthday. Happy birthday to him. Christian will be back with us next week. But here's one thing. Somebody put out a stat. Was it true that we only got on the
past the 40-yard line?
Got on the other side of the 50 on their offensive side of the they were beating us so bad I'm forgetting the team, the Seahawks. We only got on the Seattle side of the field, I think, once through 3 quarters, Steve. Was that accurate? Or once or twice?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
wasn't
we
much.
weren't there,
It
Steve.
was, yeah, Chris, it wasn't much. I think, how many times did they punt? 8 times. I think the Patriots punted 8 times in that game. It was ridiculous. So, I mean, yeah, they just couldn't get it going. But
They
why
just couldn't get it
do we have
going.
to let it go?
I know, Steve. You know what
Let
it
it
is?
go.
You
Let
know what?
it go. We're
Steve, you know
moving
what
on.
it is?
I want to go back to Connor. Is Connor still on?
He is, Steve, but I looked at the football.
Let it
Yeah, I'm
go.
still here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let it go.
I let it go. Next
Let
subject.
it go. Okay, I don't want to rehash it. Let it go.
I
Hey,
appreciate
Connor, I need more tips for my car, man.
Mhm.
I just need a couple more tips to keep my car clean.
Sure, no problem. One more tip here is do not turn your wipers on when there's ice buildup. That's gonna hurt your windshield. It's going to ruin your wiper blades. You're gonna have to end up replacing them because ice is just built up. It's not gonna come off. It's frozen there. Make sure to get your ice scraper and scrape it off. Also, you got de-icer. It's a liquid form at any automotive store. I personally had never used it. I just used the ice scraper, and it works just fine. Windshield only and glass only. Never use an ice scraper on your car's paint. That's going to leave really bad scratches. That's where the snow foam brush is used for, the paint. So that's how you get the ice off your windshield. Also, post-storm essentials. I would avoid car washes that use, conveyor belts, that use the big things that go in circles. That scratches your car. Dirt, grime that builds up after each car is transferring onto your car's paint. That's going to make it dull. And the car washers don't want to tell you that. They want to tell you it's going to clean your car. But long term, when you're in direct sunlight and you have like a black car, all those swirl marks are really from the car wash. So if absolutely necessary, use a contactless car wash. So something that's going to spray soap on and, do it that way. But the conveyor belt car washes, those are unfortunately scratching your car's paint, and you might not even know that.
I actually didn't know that.
Hey, Connor, I'm gonna grab this for you. You worked hard for us tonight on no notice, giving us all this information, and we're hopeful that folks appreciate this. It's going to help them with their car care post this stormy weather. But here's the deal. Now we're going to have some fun with you. I don't think Steve and Sophia are aware of this, but I am. Do you guys know that Connor is a first-rate referee for ice hockey? Connor, tell us about some of the. Aren't you going to be at TD Garden refereeing some of these upcoming hockey games?
There's potential, hopefully. So I'm a college hockey referee, also high school hockey. Potentially with the high school playoffs underway, starting. They started this Sunday. The finals are at the TD Garden. I'm not guaranteed to be there, but I'm hoping. I'm a really good referee. I've been told by the higher ups that I'm really good, and obviously I'm doing college, so hopefully I'll be at the Garden. It's the Sunday before St. Patrick's Day. There's going to be 6 games going on, 2 girls games, Division 1, Division 2, and 4 boys games, Division 1 through 4. Hopefully I'll be there, but I can't guarantee it.
Understand that. We're going to keep you going because our man Brian Haley, the B-man, is working hard. I know that he's on assignment out in the field, guys, working hard tonight. So we're going to have to. I'm going to come back at you again. Here you go, Connor. We got to throw you a bone too. Can you tell us what was your feelings? We got so proud to get 2 gold medals, the men and women's Olympic hockey team. What were your thoughts?
USA.
It's awesome. There's no bigger rivalry than USA versus Canada in hockey. They beat us in the 4 Nations last year, and we beat them this year in the Olympics. It's awesome. Me and my dad were watching Canada's reaction to losing the gold medal on YouTube yesterday, and we were dying laughing. That's their sport. Canada is known for hockey, and for us to go out to Milan, Italy, and beat them, it just shows something. When they have players like Connor McDavid, Nathan McKinnon, Cale Makar, these guys are those are probably the top 3 best hockey players in the world. And for us, Team USA, to go out there, it's the team chemistry, to be honest. The Jack Hughes interview shows it all. How tight that brotherhood is, and how much they love each other, and how much their team really is.
Steve, did you, never to interrupt you, Steve, have you interviewed Jack Hughes, this young man?
I have not yet. I plan to. But I'll tell you, I think Connor's right. I think the chemistry, it matters you may play a better team, but it's who's better on that day. And
Okay.
team chemistry came together. And let me tell you something, right? I love an underdog story, and to have both men and the women's team win gold
Incredible.
in overtime,
Oh my.
okay, against Canada. Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable,
Big
Steve.
deal.
I remember, Connor, back in 1980, when they won the gold. Michael Ruzioni came to our high school right after they won it, and it was so cool to listen to him speak about how they loved each other and how they won it, and it was just phenomenal. And to watch this team do the same thing, and I love how what they did afterwards to pay tribute to Johnny Gaudreau and the jerseys they had, and the fact that Gaudreau's family was there. Just special moments,
Amazing.
special moments all the way
That
around.
was awesome.
Boston
it was awesome.
Boston
It was
College
awesome.
alum, right, Steve and Connor? Boston College, God rest his soul. Boston College.
The
Gaudreau?
the whole Gaudreau family. It's just
Incredible.
just a remarkable, and the fact that the team did not forget that is just what a
Exactly.
special.
Yeah, Johnny was the center of that team. He was awesome.
Steve, what's going on with the Celtics, Steve? Have you been able to touch base with
Well,
Kayla?
it's all about Tatum coming back. It's all Connor. One more thing, before I go to the Celtics, Connor. Now that you're a referee, do you ever have problems with parents?
All the time. It's mostly at the lower levels. I don't do much youth anymore. 3 or 4 years ago, that's all I did. I've been ranking up. I've been doing the high school, the junior level. So hockey's a little bit different than any other sport. They have a junior level. It's after high school, before college, and it's mandatory. You can't go straight from high school to play in college hockey. You have to do 2 years of junior hockey, which it's tough because you're going to be a 21-year-old freshman if you want to play college hockey. So you got to play these 2 years of junior hockey. It's middle of the day stuff, so you can't really go to school. You can't really work a job because practice is at like 12 o'clock on a Monday, Tuesday. Games are at 1 o'clock on a Wednesday. So it's a really tough 2 years, and then you play college hockey. But once you get to the high school and college levels, the parents chime down unless it's a lower level hockey game. Higher level, everyone knows the game. It really comes down to who knows the game, who's playing, and all about that.
I got to tell you a quick story, Chris, and I'll share it with all you guys. I was blessed to play in Michael Jordan's golf tournament. And Connor, I'm telling you this to tell you something else, that my golf partner was Mario Lemieux. And
Wow.
yeah, he was my golf partner. So riding in the same golf cart together. And I go, Mario, what are you doing? And Mario's so humble, right? But you're talking about one of the greatest hockey players, him and Gretzky, greatest hockey players of all time. And Mario goes, I'm associated with the Penguins. Well, that's how he said it. He actually owned the Penguins at the time, but he goes, I'm associated with the Penguins. But then he grabbed my arm. He goes, Steve, you know what else I'm doing? I go, what? He goes, I'm coaching kids. And I go, you are? He goes, yeah. He goes, I love it, except for one thing. I said, what's that? He goes, the parents. He said, the parents are just killing me. He goes, we have one family, the Stanley family. He goes, the dad emails me saying my son should be a point on the power play. And then he emails me a power play. Like I've never he goes, and Mario's looking at me telling me the story. He goes, like I've never played hockey before. He goes, the guy, the parents,
NHL player.
NHL player, one of the greatest of all time. He goes, the dad emails me a power play like I've never played hockey before. But he goes, but you know what he said? He goes, this is what he said.
Hey,
now he goes, I get all the parents together before the league starts. He goes, I tell the parents all one thing. I tell them all the same thing. He said, if you think your kid is the best around, you haven't looked far enough. And that's the message I have to all the parents. He goes, if you think your kid is the best around, you haven't looked far enough.
Incredible.
And it was a powerful message to the parents out there.
Yeah. So we got two things cooking. I'll tell you what they are. We got a caller. We're going to go to that. Before we go to them, I got to bring up something about, we have a huge shout out. This is big news. I found out about it, and I just got to get it out there. Steve, can you please pronounce her name correctly? Fope.
Fope!
Oh my
Did
gosh.
you hear about
What
that big
happened?
news that happened last week, Steve?
Is she on the air? Is she on with us?
Oh, I'm going to share something. All right, I'm sharing something fresh to our friend. We love her. We consider her extended family.
Yeah.
Fope won a major award
Oh my God.
last week. It was through NBC. Steve.
Well, that's phenomenal.
And it's I'm not sure if she was okay, let me think it through now. There's a video out. If you Google, is it Fope Ayo, Steve? AYO?
I'm not exactly sure how to
Exactly. But what team is Fope playing for? Austin Prep?
Austin Prep. So she's
In Reading.
Full ride to Michigan.
Correct.
She's one of the Ron Burton Training Village kids. Who's
Incredible.
Basketball scholarship. She had scholarships everywhere she could possibly want to go.
Of course.
And she committed to Michigan.
Incredible. Steve, I was reading up. So if all of our listeners want to look up Fope, and I believe it's AYO, we love so. Fope. There's a video, Steve. Yep. She received recognition last week, and it's big time, from NBC for her play on a court. And there's a video, multiple, and they're talking about some incredible things. I mean, Fope didn't even pick up basketball, Steve, I believe, until 9th grade.
Yeah.
Or something. And then she went, and she's recognized now, I believe, as if I'm accurate, I believe the #1 college prospect in women's basketball. I believe that's the case in Massachusetts. And across the country, she's in just north of the top 50, Steve, throughout the country, guys.
Yeah, she's an incredible player, but even more important, she's an incredible person.
I completely agree.
And she just sets the standard at the Village of what to be like. She's very kind, very personable. Sophia, you got a chance to meet her on a certain day when you came out there.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Steve, she was on the podcast.
She was on the podcast.
Yeah, that's right.
But she's on the podcast.
She's also a good listener. She listens and takes advice very well. Very coachable kid, and I love her to death. But she's committed to Michigan. That's where she's going next year.
Sophia, what do you think of Fope?
Oh my gosh, Fope is amazing. Huge congratulations to Fope.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't know that news beforehand.
Give it up.
So I'm so excited for her.
Fope's a listener, and she's family, extended family, and great friendship. We got a caller. I don't know who it is, but we know that Larry always makes it happen.
Bring him in.
It's the B-Man.
Oh, we're gonna get our hockey expert in, the B-Man, guys.
Brian, how are you?
My back's correct because I keep shoveling up on top Great Hill in North Weymouth for the signal to get better on the radio, you know?
Brian, Steve Burton's chuckling and smiling over there because he was seen with a shovel in hand too. So we're all part of the shovel crew here.
Hey man, I feel honored to am I closing the show? Is this save the best for last, or
why not?
Go for it.
Hey Brian, good to have you on, buddy.
Thank you. You know, Steve, I always compliment you, the best after Bob Lobel, but where would Shelby Scott be when you need her?
Brian, that's a great point. She cherished these snowstorms. She was the go-to. Whenever it snowed, you turned on the TV and you watched Shelby Scott.
That's right. The poor woman would be down in Situate on Peggotty Beach, or she was a real warrior. That woman. Not to date you, but did you work with her for a few years when you joined?
I did. Yeah. We overlapped a few years, and she always had great advice for me. And she was she was an icon. Everybody watched her, and she thrived in these snowstorms.
She did. I'm thriving myself. I have a good boss here where I do the livery, veterans livery. Symmetry and Wilkins are the best. And is there any way I could maybe go over the president's speech? Because my godson right now is representing the Abraham Lincoln in the Navy, and I'm thinking about him all the time. We're going to be maybe in some tough predicament here soon. So,
yeah, that's incredible. Well, we want to shout out to Michael Haley, who's serving in our military, of course. I believe the Navy, correct, Brian?
That's United States Navy E-2 Hawkeye pilot. They're not AWAC planes. They look like
incredible. Brian, can you bring us up to speed? Just looking at the time, can you bring us up to speed on what you saw with the men's and the women's USA hockey team? Because you're our hockey expert, and we gotta hear what you got to say.
Yep, that's why I'm here. That's why people are buying the big tickets to watch. Also, can I just endorse you two? I mean, I knew it was going to be on the show tonight, but I really tried hard for a half hour. There's nothing happening on 95.9 down here. They're working on the signal, and people, just be careful out there. The snowstorm's over, but there's no sidewalks. Everybody's
Right.
walking in the street.
Wow.
Buy
Yeah.
a yellow shirt or something from Walmart so you stand out. But, Steve Burton did a great job with the hockey earlier, and so did Connor. But why not a trivia question? What do you say, a couple of them?
Sure.
Yeah.
The only problem is that
All right.
we might not be able to get
Yeah.
the feedback because it's delayed signal with the
Oh,
transmission
okay.
down, but feel free to put it out there. We'll
Yeah,
do
try
our
it.
best to answer it.
Yep. Yeah, we have seven. We have seven. 4 Boston College players in the NHL right now, and 3 Northeastern. But trivia question to respect the women: who is the girl that won in overtime for the United States? We already heard earlier. Connor mentioned the name. I'm not going to mention it again, but you can do that if you'd like. Whoever won. Who's the girl's name? Full name that won it in overtime to win the gold medal?
I mean,
USA.
scored the goal?
Yes.
In
You know-
fact, scored the goal.
Is
Okay.
Patty around? Is Patty on deck? Got to fit Patty in.
Um,
I can give it to you, but I won't, Chris. Go ahead.
no,
All right.
Steve, we need it, Steve. We need it.
Hey, Connor, initials MK?
Yes. But I thought you're going to take a call to answer, or you want to?
Yeah, it's so funny you say that, Brian. But listen, give us your quick
Yeah.
thoughts on that, and then we got another caller. Well,
Oh.
I'll tell you, for a snowy night, our
Thank you.
callers are banging on the door. They want into the podcast. Everybody.
You got Steve. Nice talking to you, brother. You're the man.
You are, man. Take care.
Yeah, and I want to have a huge cookout. It's at Harvard Yard for Sophia.
That's
Oh.
awesome.
All right.
All right.
That's awesome, Brian.
All right.
All right.
You tell
Sounds
how
fun.
focused the girl is. Some people that age would be like, "Huh? What? She's like, "Okay, yeah, I'll get that done. No problem."
All right. We'll add it to the to-do list. Thank you, Brian.
There we go. So,
You got it anytime.
a couple of things we want to do. Sophia, can you thank
Yeah.
our sponsors so we don't, Brian, and stay with us. We're going to be here a few minutes,
Yeah.
but you're part of the show. You're part of not only the show, you're part of the podcast
Hey,
team and your family.
Thank you.
You stay put. Stay with us while we wrap up this
Yeah,
next
you
4
can,
minutes.
you can mute the mic. I've talked enough.
For sure. Go ahead, Sophia.
Well, let's thank all of our sponsors. We want to thank Trek Stecking, Koopman Lumber, Northeastern Savings Bank, 95.9 WATD, Connor Hegney's Auto Detailing Services, ADU of Massachusetts, and Bethany Builders LLC for all of the amazing sponsors.
And I guess we got a caller. Let's see if we can sneak them in, Larry.
We got Paul from Marshall. Paul.
Good evening, you guys.
Hey, Paul.
Megan Keller.
There you go.
There we go. Shout out to
Oh,
Paul.
I tried calling last week to get Charlie and Sway. Hey, you know what I really wanted to say? That's Jack Hughes. He didn't take any credit. He gave his team credit. He gave the community credit. He gave everyone support credit. And you guys know he got his teeth bashed out, and he comes back and wins the game in overtime. Whatever.
Incredible,
God bless
Paul.
you. I love the show.
Oh, really, Paul?
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Paul, we don't know if who's listening or it takes. Thank you very much for picking up your phone and
You got the
giving
name
us a
right,
shout
too.
out.
Thank you.
You got the name right.
Yeah, Paul's all over the trivia. He got the
Megan
trivia
Keller,
correct,
MK.
and then he
Yep.
went right after the
You know,
important
let's
things.
give a round of applause for that answer.
Hey, Paul, you're gonna get it. Here you go, buddy. Well deserved.
Great job.
Paul,
Hey,
what do you think of the show?
So I'm done, right?
No,
Yes.
Oh, what now?
Paul, yeah, we got you. Paul, can you tell us what you like about the show and how long have you been watching? For us, we
What
don't
don't
know.
I like about the show? I have a daughter, and the
Mm.
sun
wow.
rises and sets on her. So, do I have to elaborate on that?
No,
Oh,
Paul,
you're good.
you're good. You're good.
No,
Awesome.
I just love. She listens before she just spews something out, and she gives back. Stephanie, she seems so knowledgeable for someone so young, and I don't know. That's all I can think of off the hip.
That's okay, buddy. You mean Sophia, of course, right? Sophia Bethany.
Oh yeah. I got
That's
dementia.
okay.
I
That's
play
awesome.
hockey.
It's okay. Thank you for sharing that.
That's
Yeah.
awesome, bud.
There you go. It can
Thank
be
you,
Paul.
gentlemen
Thank you.
and
Hey,
ladies.
be safe. Be safe,
Hey,
my
Paul, be
friend.
safe out there, and thank you for
Be
for shouting
safe.
out.
That
Yeah.
was a good point about the sidewalks.
Yeah.
Yeah, safety is very important.
Yeah.
Brian Haley's out there. He's driving livery and working during these storms, and he's sharing that point because he's going back and forth to Logan and driving throughout the South Shore. And like he said, and like you pointed out, Paul, it seems simplistic, but it's just so important. He's a driver. They can't see people on the side of the road.
It can save someone's life if you're wearing the safety jacket because people underestimate it.
See what I mean about her?
Yep.
I'm
You're
gonna put
right.
a safety reflective vest cost, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Common sense isn't so common anymore. I don't know.
Oh,
Paul, all kidding aside, top shelf, thank you so much for reaching out. Please give us a call. We're on every Tuesday night. Sophia, what do you say to Paul for giving you a shout out?
thank you so much, Paul, and thank you so much for listening to the Bethany Builders podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and Facebook, and I want to thank everyone who called in. I'm your host, Sophia Bethany, Chris Bethany, Steve Burton, all of our callers.
Connor,
Becky,
Brian, shout out
Brian,
to Paul.
Paul, thank you so much.
Mama Lena. Here we go.
Thank you.